Hey up guys, Restock really here and welcome to my first ever episode of the Highlight Reeler. Is it a podcast? Is it a show? I don't really know what it is, but I've got a name for it, the Highlight Reeler. What do you think of that?
Sounds good.
Yeah, well, Highlight Reel.
I like it.
Thank you. And I want this to be the kind of video, the kind of show, I think I'm sticking with show by the sounds of it, that is authentic, that is original and that is relatable. I'm fed up personally going on Instagram, going on TikTok, and you see celebrities and you see famous people, you see rich people being interviewed by sneakerheads, and they've already got every shoe you could want, and they don't have the struggle like we have of choosing which shoe you want, or a lot of them get friends and family pairs sent right to them. And I don't know, when I watch them videos, are they really sneakerheads? Can I really relate to them? So I took it upon myself with the Highlight Reeler, with this show, I'm going to stick with show, to find real sneakerheads like yourself, like others, and ask them the important questions and the questions we want to hear and the questions we want the answers to. So without further ado, my friend, a real sneakerhead, please introduce yourself to the camera.
Well, thank you for having me.
Well, you're having me actually.
Yes, I am.
I have to globetrot to everyone's house because everyone's place, because that's how I like the show to be. I don't want everyone to come to me. I'm going to your haven, basically.
And you're welcome anytime.
Thank you very much, mate.
My name is Zunaid, and I'm your average sneakerhead.
Probably a bit above average, but yeah, I agree. You definitely are a sneakerhead, mate. Now, is there anything you want to tell me about why the hell you're a sneakerhead?
I blame my friend Hamza.
Is he local?
He's local.
Okay.
And that's where it all began.
What year?
I believe it was during COVID.
So 5 years ago?
About 2021, late, about that. Give or take 4 or 5 years, I would say.
Okay.
So I initially started, can you download this app called Sneakers?
Ooh, once you start there, it's a slippery slope.
I had no idea what was happening. But he goes, can you download it? I go, what's it about? He goes, I want you to enter for a shoe for me.
Seems reasonable, sensible enough, yeah.
Alright, cool. At this point, I didn't know what sneakers were like.
Yeah, of course.
So downloaded the app, enter for him. Actually won.
Do you remember what shoe it was?
I'm afraid I don't.
Oh, come on.
Because I can't remember what happened yesterday, bro.
Is that one of them?
Yeah,
okay.
Sadly,
okay.
I got goldfish memory.
Okay, so you entered for him and you won a pair for him as well?
Yeah, so
smashed it.
Obviously the shoe got delivered to mine, and he's come to my house. We've opened it together, and I was just like, whoa, I've never seen shoes like this before.
Well, what was a shoe to you before? Like a sneaker or a shoe? What did it mean to you before?
Nothing, a pair of trainers.
Something you wear?
Just a pair of trainers. There was nothing to it.
Yeah.
Like, before I even became a so-called sneakerhead, I had 3 pairs of Harachis in my rotation.
And you were happy?
I had those for 5-6 years. So I was rotating. I had a blue colour one, a grey colour one, and there was like a maroonish colour one as well I had. Well,
we, on behalf of the sneaker community, apologise for the near hundreds of pairs you might have now. But and shout out to Hamza, whoever this boy of yours is, because he set you up here, man.
He got me into trouble many times.
Have you known him from before as well?
Yeah, I've known him for a long time. Long time. So they were in the sneaker game, but again, I would say I've surpassed him in that respect. He's kind of gone.
No way. The student became.
He's not on the scene anymore per se like that.
Okay.
I still see him. I saw him last week. He was in his thinking about what those concept Air Maxes that came up.
The multicolored, the different, like the hippie vibe, the 80s, 90s.
He had not the crazy one.
Yeah.
He had the other
more muted one.
Yeah, the more muted one.
Okay. I can't remember the names of them.
Yeah, I can't remember, my bad.
So that leads me to my next question about a sneaker that got you hooked. The first sneaker that you had, where it's like, okay, I want more. I want to be a sneakerhead. If you can't remember your boy's sneaker that you entered, I thought maybe that would have been your story.
No.
But if you can't remember it,
I just can't remember what it was.
Couldn't have loved it that much. So what sneaker is it? That one that you got, that you opened, that you won, and you're like, yeah, that's me. I'm ready.
I've actually got it here.
Which one?
I think it is.
Let's shuffle these around, man.
I believe it's this one here.
Right, I want you. You've seen me do unboxings. You've seen me talk about sneakers. I want you to do your own mini unboxing to the camera.
So this is the shoe. Some of you probably guessed which one it is because you know me. And yeah, I love this shoe inside out.
Oh, mate.
It is the one and only.
I'm gonna have to have a look at this myself.
The Para SB Dunk Lows.
Now, yeah, you know what? Fair play, mate. Fair play. This is such a solid, iconic shoe.
Honestly, this shoe.
How long in your journey did you actually end up buying the shoe?
Believe it or not, this was my first W.
Really?
Raffle win from Route 1.
Route 1.
Shout out Route 1 for this to this day.
You know what? Route 1 are good like that because I know a lot of people, a lot of humans, not robots in resale, a lot of sneakerheads that actually buy from Route 1. So shout out to them because they are good at what they do.
And
this is your first baby?
This was my first raffle win. My first SB Dunk. So, and what a pair.
What a pair.
What a pair.
The mini swoosh on the front and just the use of a canvas material. It is a very good shoe.
To me, this shoe kind of started all for me.
And then you just entering wherever you like.
And this when, because of this particular shoe, I became a bit of a fiend for the SB Dunks.
Ah, okay.
So I
is that your main sneaker like collection in terms of silhouettes?
At the moment, it was. I've kind of, if I'm honest with you, died down from the SB Dunks.
To be fair, they had a few years between COVID and 3 years later where they were intense with some really good drops. But I think they've slowed down themselves in general.
No, don't get me wrong. As well as I've got some hypey pairs. I've got plenty of GR pairs.
Well, we'll be getting through a bit of that anyway.
I've got loads of
GR
pairs.
I think, I mean, if you win these from Route 1 and that's your first pair, I can understand why. You just, you know what I mean, you want to get stuck into it, you want to look into more, you want to become a real sneakerhead from it.
Even right now, I'm looking at this like, how have I got this pair?
Yeah.
Especially at retail anyway. Especially from Route 1, because Route 1 Ws are myths.
Well, I think they're buddy with you, mate.
No.
I think they're friendly with you. But I think you're good to them as well. I think it's a back and forth kind of thing.
Maybe. Who knows?
But yeah, that was the first question
so
I wanted to ask.
My pair that got me into the game, per se.
And I wanted to ask, well, I mean, I was going to say, do you have any sneakers that resonate with like your family and your friends and whatever? But you mentioned Hamza already as one example because he got you into it. But are there any other sneakers that you've had in your collection or just something that resonates with your family, resonates with your friends? It's a bit of a tricky question. I guess you could include me maybe on a trip we went together to pick up a shoe, something like that.
Yes, there's a couple if you bring those kind of things, but to my immediate family and friends and family, they wouldn't care less about what shoe I've got on.
No.
I think my kids support me more. They've claimed all their shoes already. That's mine.
Well, they better pray that they are your shoe size in the end.
I hope so. Because
if they're not, I am your shoe size, aren't I already? So you know what? If I have to do a little
take that, bro. Take that. Less headache, more space.
Yeah, well,
that is
most likely. Oh, I hope they are anyway because you've got some great pairs, and you got some of them at the matching set, haven't they? With the Lost and Found.
I've got one pair for the little one. He's not ready yet to fit into. I think he's got a couple of more years, and that's why I've still not worn these since.
Are you waiting?
I've still not worn these yet.
No. Yeah. So when I ask this, anything that resonates with your family and friends, this is the perfect get out. Okay. Show them the Lost and Found.
You've already seen this. You know what it is.
I've got too much to say about the Lost and Found personally. I think I've made a million videos. But the fact that you're waiting for your son to fit the pair that you've got currently, you're going to keep it on ice until, how long do you think that'll take now?
I think another couple more years, I think.
Really?
Yeah, he's currently in toddler size 7.5.
Okay.
And the pair I've got is like a toddler 11.5.
So how old is that, like a 6-year-old?
Yeah, maybe about 5-6 years. So maybe 3 more years. Maybe about 3-4 more years.
If you can hold out for 3 years, yeah.
I've already held out for what? This came out in what year? 2021? If I remember.
Nah, 21. 23, man, surely?
I can't even see.
22, 23. Won't be able to find
2022.
Okay, yeah. I mean, you've held out for 3 years already.
3 years.
Halfway there.
Halfway there. And then I've only got one pair for the little one, but I thought for the other 2 boys, I've got 3 boys, so...
Busy man. Busy household.
So for the other 2, I'll wait. Once the other one gets into his size, I'll find out what size they're currently in. Then I'll.
You want to get the same shoe, or do you want to have a different shoe for each kid?
No, I'm gonna get the lost and found for the whole family.
Okay,
so
okay.
hopefully
That's a more economic route as well.
yes,
Instead of buying a different shoe for yourself to match them or whatever.
yeah, no, so this is too iconic, man. And
I mean, I've had too much to say about Chicago's in general, but this reimagined pair with the old school box and the mismatched lid and the cracking, the fake cracking around the shoe and the aging, I think the storytelling of this is near perfect. I think the Chicago silhouette is near perfect.
still fresh.
Still fresh. I know you laced them up, but yeah,
Yeah.
you can tell they're still fresh.
Yeah, I still not worn them. Like
So yeah,
I've
I
tried
think,
them on at home and stuff like that, but I've not really taken them outside
Yeah.
like that.
but no, I think that's a perfect answer really. I think waiting for your kid to grow up so you can share the sneaker man.
Yeah, definitely.
What are your thoughts on your kids, or at least one of your kids, becoming a sneakerhead? Would you recommend that? Looking down the camera, maybe they'll watch this video a few years from now, maybe a lot more than a few years. Do you recommend being a sneakerhead for your kids?
If they want to be, cool. I'd rather they spend money on something like this than
There are other addictions out there, aren't there?
addiction. So
You're not wrong.
you know, we try to keep it kosher here.
Yes, of course.
So again, too much is too much.
It's an expensive habit,
It's an expensive habit.
but it's not as toxic as some other addictions, isn't it? So
Yeah. So
I understand. I
if
understand.
you've got the space, the capacity,
Mm,
then why not? But for now,
yeah. Just keep gifting them the little stuff for now.
I just hope they can fit into my size, or they stay
Honestly,
at my
that's a
size,
big
so
one.
then they can just
Yeah, that's
run
a
through
big-
my whole collection.
That would be so nice.
I know a friend of mine, the family kicks. Him and his son share the same size, so his son
Already? Like at the moment, they
Yeah,
said.
yeah, they
No way.
They can share their.
Okay, that's a hack.
So, which
That's
is
a big hack.
that's brilliant. So
Yeah,
why not? It's like
That's a blessing, isn't it? It's quite cool. As a sneakerhead as well, like for your kid to like be able to just wear what you have.
I want all of my offspring to wear my shoes and beat them through because we're not taking them with us.
Exactly.
Yeah, so
They're just going to take up room in your grave, aren't they? So you might as well put them on.
absolutely.
Which leads me to my next question, actually.
Yes.
I want to know your number one. In your collection, your favourite sneaker. Now, I don't mean the best sneaker, because that's a different question. What you think is the greatest sneaker.
Yeah.
Your favourite in your collection. Is it within this capacity here or not? Or are we going upstairs to the vault? Or are we going back? We can go back, that's
No.
fine.
I can't say there's a major. I think I might tell a lie. I think my favorite pair is just there, which we pulled
Let's
out.
go back. Let's go back to
And it's
where it all began. I mean, it's a very understandable answer, but I mean,
I just love this shoe, fully stocked.
for some reason, if all your collection burnt down, what's the one pair you wish would survive? Are we still sticking with the paras? Is this it? It can be. I'm not trying to force you in any way.
It might be the lost and founds.
You gotta pick one, mate. You gotta pick one.
Oh. No, I really love this.
Yeah.
Too much.
But I think as a sneakerhead, storytelling is one of the most important things. Otherwise, you literally just have. You know how you mentioned your Hirachis before?
Yeah.
They're just shoes, aren't they?
Yeah.
And I mean, I guess technically every shoe here is just a shoe, but it's what resonates with you. It's what the story is. And if this is your first ever, and it was a retail blessing, and it's that para collab, then I can understand.
No, I love Para. Like what he does as well, his work is amazing. Even his clothing and stuff like that.
Well, you've got some bits, haven't you?
I do have a few t-shirts and stuff like that.
Yeah, I mean, I've seen he's done.
But they're expensive.
Yeah, they did some Olympic stuff as well, didn't they?
Yes, back in they did do the. So I've got a cap.
Olympic one.
Yeah, an Olympic cap,
No
the
way.
Brazil one.
Oh,
I've never worn it, to be fair.
but it's nice to have sometimes, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. It's just alright.
What's your hat collections then? You got?
And,
Have you got a collection? Is that a word or not?
I've just got the. I'm just repping Offspring with this cap. That's the only New Era cap I own.
Mm.
I wish I had more.
Well, I mean, Offspring are good. They do look after people.
The community, they look after the community big time. So yeah.
I mean,
Shout out Offspring.
I had my reserves with Offspring before a bit, but I think they've come a long way. I think they've done really good stuff recently, last few years, and I think they're one of the better entities within the sneaker world.
And for them to open one of their signature stores, they opened one in King's Cross.
Yeah.
So they got their own store now, which is fantastic. So you know they level up.
I mean, we collected our Nigel Sylvesters together, didn't we? From
We did.
Offspring.
Yeah, we
Shout out to Offspring, lovely
Thank you,
though.
Offspring. Always.
And again, that was King's Cross. They got a lovely little setup there.
Yes,
I say little, it's a big shop really
It's a
for a
big
sneaker
shop.
store.
double
Yeah.
floors and that. Yeah, definitely.
Done really well. But right, I'm moving this away now.
Yeah,
I wonder if it'll come back. I wonder.
And he did, yeah. I wasn't expecting it, but he did.
But So I ask now about underrated sneakers. So before, I don't know if it's in this pile. I
No.
think it might be, but off the top of your head, maybe a shoe that you don't own or don't have on you.
Yeah.
What is a pair that you think is just like underrated? Like you don't know why people aren't buying this or aren't wearing this, or maybe the resale should be double in your head, or what you got?
I don't think no shoe should be double in resale.
Interesting.
As a collector,
Interesting.
like
Because I think I disagree with that, but that's interesting.
I feel like the retail price is enough, and then we've got resellers trying to double up. No, it's the game, I guess.
It is.
It is the game, but I don't think the value of the shoe should be the value of the shoe. Like example, some shoes that have been over 15, 20 years, then they want to charge like 50, 60 grand.
I mean, if the story can sell, it's like art, isn't it? You wouldn't. How much would you pay for a painting?
In the end, for me, it's just a shoe.
It is. I mean, like
it's a shoe.
it is. I mean,
It's
but
some
even you can argue the retail is still too high because it's just a shoe. It's just manufactured from somewhere overseas, and
You know the game.
yeah. So is it even worth 100, 200 quid?
No.
It's
But you're paying for the story, the brand.
That's the thing. That's where I think that's where the sneakerhead stuff comes. That's where it comes. That's what differentiates you from just the regular guy. I think.
Yeah, I
When you're
believe so.
invested in the story, and we know art goes for millions, art pieces, and at the end of the day, I don't know if they're all worth like that banana. Have you seen the banana peel? The banana with the tape.
That was crazy.
You know what I mean?
That was crazy.
But again, it's a story behind the concept, the audaciousness of it. And then if you want to talk about an arty sneaker, I know you love the Paris SBs.
Yeah, that's.
Would you pay above retail? I think you would.
If I had the money, I would have bought them a long time ago.
But the prices are ridiculous right now.
40 grand, 50 grand, 60 grand.
Are you hearing this?
That's dumb. But
60k for a shoe, man. Now that's crazy.
like, if I had the money, if I was a multi-million, I'd have 2, 3. That's not a problem.
Understandable, because then like
They're my favorite shoes of all time. Like
if you could pick any, obviously you can't attain them all, can you?
yeah, but if I had the funds for it today,
What a shoe.
if I could, someone say to me, "I'll take all your collection for it," I'll
Hobby.
in a heartbeat, because I'll wear that to the ground.
No, they're lovely. They're a very, very nice shoe, and that's why I really like the Futuras and the Ramelzis. Got them. I brought them in today because they got that little arty vibe. They're still SBs and they're a bit plain in some parts and outspoken. I mean, the Futuras. That was my number one sneaker last year.
Same.
Was yours? Was all?
Yeah, it was.
I mean, Futura's a cool guy anyway. He's done stuff with Supreme. He's done work in general.
He's OG.
But the shoe, man, I love that shoe so much.
My question to you is.
Let's go on here.
I wasn't expecting to ask you a question.
I know. Okay, the name of the show. Go on, hit me
I
up.
want to ask you a question.
Yeah.
Between the Futura or the Ramelzis.
Oh man, I hate you.
Because for me, I'm torn between them two pairs, like including the Paras.
Yeah.
They, like you said, got the artistic vibes. to
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
That's
No, the
why.
Paras do have the art vibe.
But between the Ramelzi and Futures, if you're choosing one today,
I mean, personally, I think I've always had more of an affinity with Supreme in general.
yes.
Because that's what got me into streetwear, into being a sneakerhead.
Yeah.
So I think I will lean to the Ramelzi.
No, I hear that.
And there is a history with Ramelzi and Supreme anyway.
Yeah.
And this is artwork on the shoe that's been featured in his previous actual like graffiti work.
Yeah.
And because it's black on the panels on the overlays, I think it's a bit more wearable.
Definitely, yeah.
But there is one small problem with the Futuras. You probably got them upstairs somewhere.
Snug.
The way they crease on the toe box, that white toe box. I can't believe it. I've got mine. I've not worn mine, but I think I might wear crease protectors with it because it's like a thick line. I don't know if yours will happen to.
It's happened to my Futuras.
That's what I'm on about. Yeah.
The Futuras.
Yeah. The Ramelzi's alright. I've worn them plenty now. They've got the canvas, but maybe it's because it's the colour,
You
or
can't see as much.
it's a bit padded. But the way the white canvas just goes like a black line scares me, man. I've seen people like with their fit pics and whatever. I don't care about creasing usually.
Yeah.
Honestly, I don't. I mean, and if you've got good quality leather like these, they just wrinkle a bit. They don't get all bumpy or whatever. I don't know what gone with the Futuras one.
No. Initially, when that pair came out and people were wearing it, and they showed us that crease, it was like, it's going to be a big problem, but I don't mind it.
Yeah.
Like,
I
for
thought
me, it
we'd
brings
be
so much
nitpicky.
character. Someone mentioned it recently as well, that creases give character.
They do. I agree.
I think it was Mills, if I recall.
It's just that one pair just gives me the heebie-jeebies, man.
It doesn't
it's crispy and white, that's why, and then suddenly you get that. But
that's why I doubled up.
huh?
I doubled up.
No way, you doubled
Yes,
up.
I got one on ice.
So where'd you win them from?
So I hit one retail. I think I
From?
used my golden ticket with.
Oh, you
Focus.
mentioned. So yeah, you use that on the Futura.
Yes.
That's very smart because if that's your favorite pair of the year, and you managed to like confirm that.
And then I had to go on eBay.
You broke the bank for it.
I did because it was a pair that
Ah.
I wanted to double up on. It's too
Yeah.
beautiful. I was in love, and
Amazing.
I claimed
I love
that
that shoe so much.
shoe of the year in January at First Leagues.
I think me and you went back and forth saying like once
Yeah.
we got it in hand, we were convinced.
Even my friend from France, his name is French_pasta on Instagram.
Shout out.
Legend. He's got a sick collection as well.
Yeah.
But me and him were on it with that and the Ramel Z actually. We like these two pairs, phenomenal.
They are,
We
they
need
are.
them.
The
And
quality of material is very good as well. And
manifested that. Yeah.
I mean, you need that double up because you got the translucent outsole on them as
yeah,
well.
they look minging afterwards.
Yeah, I bet because you got like Futura signature.
Can't
on the
see that
hip.
anymore now.
Exactly. So I think keep one on ice and wear one is smart.
Yeah.
Otherwise,
I like looking at them to be fair, but I like enjoying wearing them as well.
yeah,
so.
yeah. Well, that's the problem. I don't really like the concept of sneaker protectors. Like, you know, people wear like the outsole protectors so they don't get the star loss. Then they wear the crease protectors on. Then they have like a full-on spray over it for like, I don't know, waterproofing and airproofing. I think it is OTT, especially when it's every shoe you wear because you lose comfort then as well. So
I don't think I've ever worn crease protectors in any of my pairs.
not me, not
I've
yet.
protected them with the spray.
Yeah, to a degree. I mean, in the UK,
Yeah,
a suede shoe, it's raining.
Yeah.
You kind of need it. You kind of need it.
Definitely.
But yeah, that was my question about the underrated. What was your answer in there?
We did answer it actually. So I'm so sorry, guys.
Did I cut you off?
I probably did, but I probably cut myself off.
Did you mention underrated pair or not?
I didn't.
I'm not very good at this hosting business.
I genuinely think an underrated pair is a Panda Dunk.
Oh my god.
I still don't understand why it gets hate.
Okay.
It's
not underrated though, is it?
It's not overrated anymore.
It's not underrated. Everyone and their pet has a Panda Dunk, bro. No one thinks it's underrated.
Alright, let's cut that
No
one
one's
out.
sleeping on a Panda Dunk.
Let's
bro.
cut that one out. Let's go back. Let's choose a different answer.
I think the word is overhated.
Overhated.
I think people hate on it more than they should. I agree with that.
Yeah. That's what I was trying to say.
Yeah. But it's a bit different to being underrated. You get
Okay.
me? Underappreciated.
Underappreciated. It's a tough one because everyone likes things differently.
That's why I'm asking you.
Ignore
Ignore the noise. I want your answer. But the Panda Dunk one is an interesting combo because
underrated. You know what I think is underrated? Genuinely, the Jordan 1 lows.
in general,
Yeah.
well, do you know my qualms, my problem with them? I mentioned it before to you.
Is it the sizing?
How they aren't actually accurate to the OGs
Yes,
at all
I appreciate that.
in terms of shape, swoosh size, the amount of eyelets running up.
7, 8.
It's essentially, to me, almost a completely different silhouette. If you think a Jordan mid is different to a Jordan low, then I think an OG low is different to these lows. But I think it's got some coming up, like Nigel Sylvester, which you're not a fan of, the black and
I
white.
saw that yesterday.
Yes.
Yeah.
But the shape is, I'm pretty sure, is like how they used to be, basically.
I think so. It's got a slightly fatter shoes. Looking at it, but I wanted to like it, but I don't like it.
But lucky for you, them Chicago lows are coming out, aren't they?
Yeah. I'm praying that they got a slightly fatter swoosh.
No, I'm pretty sure they're going to be OG lows. I'm pretty sure they're going to be accurate.
I don't know.
They're claiming the full 8 eyelets, they're claiming the big swoosh, they're claiming the correct shape. So if that's true, I think I might grab one, you know.
The reason I want that pair to come out, one, in the resale market to get a good condition or even brand new ones over £1,000
At the moment,
Yeah.
for a low.
for that 2015 model or 2016 model.
No
when they
way.
came
Is
out.
that much I do?
Yeah.
Well, it's been a while, that's why I think.
And I really want this pair because it's my favourite colour blocking.
Well, let's see. You've got Habibis,
I got Habibis.
that's Chicago. You've got J-Pack,
I do. Yeah.
Chicago.
yeah.
You've got Lost and Found,
Yeah.
that's Chicago. You've got Union Chicago Shadow,
I do.
that's Chicago colorway. You want these Chicago lows?
Yeah.
Any more Chicago colorway? Do you?
I've got the random Jordan 1 lows, like non-OG.
Oh,
Just
okay,
like
okay.
the one with the Jumpman.
What colorway?
It's the Chicago style, of course.
Of course.
But that was before I didn't know what OG lows were. It was just a
Yeah.
general
Well,
logo.
I mean, by the time you get into the sneaker game, like during COVID, They don't even make these OG lows. The only OG lows they make that are accurate in like shape and silhouette are the Travs, which is why I think sometimes they are kind of worth the price, because that's literally the only shoe on the market that is accurate. They even did them neutral grey lows, and even they didn't do properly. They didn't do justice.
The one that came out in 21 or the 85 ones?
Both.
Both, yeah.
Yeah, but I wasn't really. I was surprised that they didn't put the effort in the way they put in for Travs.
That was my first Jordan 1 low, by the way. The neutral.
Which one
piece.
was it?
Yeah, that was my first Jordan 1 low. I paid.
Sorry to hate on it, man.
No, I paid £99 and 99p for it when they first dropped. Now they what, £145 for retail now.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think if you go on like an app like Foot Patrol and they add their, well, I don't want to sneak this Foot Patrol, any retailer, I think they add a bit more, 10-15 quid on top of that.
But even then, when they first dropped 4 years ago, that was the going rate for.
No, I remember. I mean, the SB Dunk was 100 quid, and that was it.
I paid £89.99 for one of my other SBs, and I was like, they're now 120s.
And then there's this whole tariff thing. I know it's not going to affect us with the Trump and US and China and going back and forth, but I know the price has already gone up by $5 or $10 in the US for select shoes.
I feel like even when I've got my first Jordan 4 Oreos, when I had them.
Oh, you got the Oreos?
I had them initially.
Okay.
165 they were. No,
for Jordan 4s?
Yeah, what we're paying today now?
We'll
210, 220.
Well, 210 for the SB 4s.
Yes.
And probably like 205 for your normal pair. And it's crazy. I mean, before you, if I don't win a shoe and I want to pay resale, I'm thinking to pay about 200 quid.
Yeah.
But now that's a retail. So I don't know if it's curved off reselling because now it's not worth. Because if you resell it for 220, 230, it's probably not worth it. So people maybe don't do it.
People still do it.
Yeah, well, that's the thing called brick flipping, isn't there? Where you can make £10, £20 off one shoe.
Yeah.
Sell that shoe 20 times, you make £200.
Yeah, of course.
So you'll never get rid of reselling, I guess, even to any degree. But I think this year and the previous year, it's been nice to see things sitting, things available, things accessible.
Going into sale as well.
Yeah, well, I've told you I live near the two clearance stores in Stoke. In England. One of them is in Stoke. And if you do your hunting, you can get stuff there. Because I know people have got like the not for resale Jordan 1s, remember that?
Oh yeah.
I might had some misstitch or something somewhere. People pick them up. I've seen the Pattas on there.
Yeah.
Patta M Maxes, sorry. And I've seen a bunch of shoes actually, which you wouldn't usually see from another store. So if you hunt, you will get them. And with it being even more accessible nowadays, God, if I really put my work in and went knew the restocks and wherever, I wonder what I could find.
Yeah.
But talking about accessibility, you said that these were quite accessible, more than you were expecting.
These bad boys, yes. You probably can tell by the box. Recent drop. The Soul Jordan 3s. A grail of grails for some people.
The 2.0, which I've never seen before right now. He's showing me.
I want you to have a look at your first reaction.
Showing me for the first time.
He's not seen them in hand, he's seen pictures.
Yeah, the closest I got was an Instagram picture. Oh mate, these are so nice. Well, let me have a good look. I mean, you've got the aged midsole, which is nice, milky. Personally, I think I mentioned, because when I say I've known this guy for 5 years online at least.
Yeah.
Met you before multiple times.
A few times, yeah.
So we're always speaking. But I don't really like the concept of aged midsoles at the moment because they keep doing it too much. It's like they're saying, here you go, it's going to get aged, so let's age it for you. Well, what happens next? Here's your pre-creased shoe because it's going to crease for you. I don't like that. Let me age it how I want to.
But you've seen Nike doing that with the Air Force One. They're bringing the dirty Air Force that turns white by itself.
Oh, the one that cleans. It's a cheeky one, man. But you know what? They got their videos, they got their marketing. I think they did well with that shoe in the end. But this, I mean, they've matched it with the eyelets. I like that.
Yeah, it's a good touch.
The material quality is like
it's top notch.
White Cement 3, kind of like that. The pair you got the White Cement 3, don't you?
Yeah, no.
Oh,
put them down with me.
Don't want to look at. I love that pair so much.
I know.
And then you got your Korean colours in there. Oh, velvet on the inliner.
Yeah, it's really nice. Again, even look at this. The elephant print. It's got that.
Yeah. So you got like a hairy suede, and then you still got the print because the Omnier 3s, the OGs don't have a print at all, do they?
No.
So I like that they've still kept the essence.
Yeah.
Obviously the 2.0.
It feels well weird without the elephant print when you don't see it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I find it well weird.
Oh, them rare airs, I think. Have you seen them?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, I don't think they have it. And then you've got the Korean flag.
If you look at the bubbles in that color, that's blue.
Yeah.
And this one is red.
Oh, lovely. Oh, look at the Nike.
Yeah, and it's got blue. Sorry,
No
it's
colours.
a bit dirty, but
No, don't worry about that, mate. This is a top pair. I wasn't really around for the hype of the original pair, so I never really got to appreciate it.
me neither.
Oh, you even got goodies in the box.
Yeah, it's that
What's this ribbon?
It was packed up in the ribbon, like the whole box. It was a really nice
And you got the
present.
special wrapping as well.
Yeah.
And who blessed you with this?
None other than Offspring. Shout out.
Shout out Offspring,
Thank
man.
you, honestly.
This is a
Half my
banging-
collection, I would say that, you know what, Offspring's blessed me. And I wouldn't have half the shoes though if it wasn't for Offspring.
Honestly,
But thank you, Offspring.
these, yeah, shout out to Offspring, they've done you a favour. I'll leave that one half for
Yeah.
this. But, I mean, even the box with the sky blue and
Now the
the
proper,
vibe.
yeah, as you can see by my box, I pile my boxes, so half the boxes have got holes in them, dents in them.
that's fine.
But that's
man.
how I do my.
Yeah.
I don't have clear boxes.
Well, I mean, they're your boxes, aren't they? And as long as you still have them, that's
Yeah.
important. But
You
this,
rate it, yeah?
I love this pair. I think this is a really good shoe.
Do you think you'd cop after seeing it? Or
my-
would you say
well-
because you got the white cement freeze?
That's it. I'm very picky as a sneaker collector,
No
which
doubt.
which shoots me in the foot as a content creator because you want to get all these shoes in, but then you
Yeah,
don't want to
of
have
course,
them all. I think it's maybe a bit too similar, and I can't resonate with the South Korean pair because I never really appreciated the first one.
No, of course.
So for them two reasons, I don't think I would cop. But as a sneaker, just like as a sneaker, objectively, this is a really good looking shoe.
Definitely.
It's a brilliant looking shoe, and
To hit at retail as well, you can't go wrong.
yeah, exactly. What was retail?
My wife's watching.
Ooh. we'll bleep it out.
Let's not cause.
Is
an
it just a
argument.
bit more than standard, basically?
Yes, yeah, I think so.
'Cause it's
I
a
think
bit more
so.
premium
I think
release.
the receipt's here. Did I put the receipt in the box?
Don't tell your missus. You have to move it after this.
I think both of them were because I bought them. No, did I buy? Yeah, bought
Yo,
them.
you gave me a heart attack then, bro. Yeah, so you bought two different shoes.
Yeah,
Flip, you know. I thought that was the price of one then.
yeah. So I don't know which one's which there.
Okay. What was it? The shoe you bought
The
alongside?
white cement force.
Oh yeah,
Austin
yeah.
dropped them a week early.
Yeah, you were just telling me about them.
So I thought, you know what?
Bro, I just saw that price tag. I thought the
shoe was
the
pricey.
combined of that.
No.
You gave me a heart
That's for
attack.
two shoes.
Well, New Balance are releasing a shoe soon, you know.
New Balance.
They're releasing their first ever OG New Balance, the first one that started it.
Okay.
Retails 350 quid.
Jesus.
Is it? I don't know why. I don't know how. I don't know.
French pasta, you're up, bro.
I'm sure it's hype though. Imagine it's like their Chicago Jordan 1 for the New Balance.
I've still not got behind New Balance, Asics and stuff like that.
I think people have just realized now that New Balance, the wave was just a wave. Obviously, they're still cemented within the sneaker world now, but the way people were amassing 20, 30 pairs within 2 years, a collection of New Balances, and maybe forcing their love for it a little bit for certain people. Action Bronson's done good stuff as well. It's done back.
I found his pairs dead.
You think?
Yeah, dead.
And I love Jound in
I
general.
seen the blue pair in person. I found it very cheap.
What
Yeah.
materials?
Yeah,
I've not had a look at that one.
the Azura blue. I think.
Oh,
it was,
yeah. Oh, yeah.
I saw them in hand. I was
Azure
like,
blue, yeah.
I thought that ain't for me, you know.
No.
Nah. Again, I don't know if all New Balance. I like quality. I seen the Stone Island one. I thought, you know what, that looks good quality.
Yeah,
It's
yeah,
a good
yeah.
few pairs. I don't know the models. There's too many different models.
They're very similar. You got 990, 994, you got 990 V3,
V2, V1.
Yeah. Jound did some 990 V4s. People hate on Jound because they don't really do anything to a shoe.
Just put his initials on.
But what they do is they swap out the general release material for quality
Is
material.
that what it is?
Yeah, that's
Okay.
it.
No, that's fair.
That's what they do really. So the Jound 990 V4, you've seen it a million times. No one really cares. You whack Jound on it and you make it a bit more premium. I loved it.
Fair
I
play.
thought it was a very nice shoe. But yeah, I agree. They don't really. They're not some creative shakers within the industry. They're good at what they do. They got simplicity and they just elevate.
No, fair
small
play. If it
details.
works, I'll pay for quality in it. Like,
Yeah.
I look at this and I'm just happy that it's premium.
Definitely, I agree.
Like, I'm just gassed that it's premium.
Yeah.
You paid a penny.
Well, we're paying more than a penny these days, aren't we? Bloody hell.
Well, it's definitely worth the cut.
No, that's fine. And then I had that other question I mentioned before to you to have a think about, which was you're a shoe that has the wildest backstory to you specifically. Now, if you want to have a think, or if you've already had a think, let me know, because I'm on about like, I don't know how you want to answer it, but obviously you've not really done much queuing, because
None at all.
you've never queued.
What's queued? That's seriously, what is queuing?
Queuing is when you
Snooker queue.
queuing is when you get a campsite ready.
Oh,
and-
that queue. Okay, that queue. I thought you meant
And guys are smoking
a
weed
queue
down.
card or something like that.
Sorry,
That's fine.
mate.
No, you're right.
I did it for Supreme. Maybe not so much for sneakers, but I did a little bit with Supreme.
I've
queuing.
never queued. I've not had the privilege or experience to have that because I came in the game when everything was
Yeah.
online. It was
Well, you
cold.
take the good with the bad. Queuing was fun.
Yeah.
Networking was great. I didn't really do that much of it myself because I was a bit younger then as well. But the little bits I did here and there, I think they are interesting stories.
No.
But forget that. Backstory. Oh, you got a shoe? Crap. Oh, can I say that word? I'm going to bleep that just in case.
Okay.
I don't know what YouTube's like. I know you would love to have a fag and talk in front of the camera. I know maybe the odd naughty word would come out, so I respect you not saying anything.
Yeah.
But we'll keep it PG with YouTube. Show me
So
what you got.
this is the shoe that's got a good story, I would say, for me.
I don't know this at all, so I'm
How it
interested.
came about.
Okay.
And I shall show you first what it is.
Well, yeah, unbox it like you would, like a
Yeah,
proper
so-
sneakerhead,
Can I show the camera?
and not me.
Le-
Yeah, go ahead. Do you think?
Can you see what that is?
I think you should bend it a bit.
Okay.
Okay.
Can you see the autograph?
Autograph. Let me guess.
You may have seen it. I have posted it, but I've kind of archived the post. But
You got an SB dunk that you got autographed.
I met you in a queue once upon a time in Route 1. We went to go see Prod. But unfortunately, I didn't have the pulls at the time.
That
so
was the
it-
first time we met, actually.
That was the very first time we met.
Well, quick backstory on that. I was in London to watch the finalissima, the Messi's Argentina against Italy for a fake cup they made, which was in Wembley. Packed arena,
Yeah.
amazing, whatever. I'm just scrolling online and I see, Paul Rodriguez, the GOAT of the skate world, is having a meet and greet at Route 1. I'm in Soho anyway at the time, so I go to pop down there.
Yeah.
Bump into you.
Yeah.
Don't even know who this guy is.
I was like, yo, I know you from the internet.
What were you doing in London anyway? Did you go specifically for that?
I believe so, yeah. I did specifically go for that.
No
And my
way.
friend, yeah. But this shoe here in particular, some may know. I just want to shout out Air.Max, legend. It wouldn't have happened without you.
Why did he help with the shoe or did he help with the signature?
He helped with the signature. But we'll come to it. Here's the shoe itself in its full glory.
Wait, I just saw a red lace, red thingy stitching. The Oskies, the Oski High. Wait, is that Oski's signature? And the box flip.
Got the box signs
isn't it?
inside.
No way.
And
And I'm guessing you have no interest of wearing the shoe.
at this moment in time, I'd rather get another pair.
Yeah.
And
I mean, the
this
way
one-
this is icy white as well, like,
It's too clean.
it's so clean.
My favourite part has
No
got to be
way.
the detail of the shark. That is like,
Yeah, the embroidery of it. as
I was
well.
just asking someone who's been in the game, SBs, like, is there another Nike shoe with a different kind of swoosh? Like, we've got the mini swooshes, like
The answer,
Paris.
I already know the answer is no.
There is and this is
For
the only
some
shoe-
reason, they gave Oski the creative freedom to mess about with their swoosh. Now, Nike are very particular, obviously. Whatever you're going to do to the shoe, the swoosh has to be clear.
Yeah.
But for some reason, and this is why I got that brown hoodie with the
Yeah,
shark,
That's a
they,
killer hoodie.
they gave him the creative freedom to, manipulate our swoosh. The most we ever got from a swoosh manipulation is Travis Scott reversing it.
Yeah,
But let this guy make a shark, man. Like, that's crazy, I think.
he's the shark.
Well, yeah, he smashed it. He absolutely
And
killed it.
This is the story. Look, 2023. That's when it happened.
That's so cool.
And
That's so cool.
believe it or not, my friend Greg, he
Mm.
was working in a skate store where Oski was gonna visit,
Okay.
and at that point, I never had this shoe,
Oh, right.
and I thought, when do you think I'll ever get an opportunity to get a shoe signed based on my friend working there?
Yeah. So you thought,
I thought, let me go onto one of the platforms and see if I can get a pair. And I was kind of ready to pay the penny because I really wanted the shoe getting signed and stuff. But believe it or not, in my size, brand new, I paid £20 above retail.
really?
Yeah.
No way. Well, I mean, it's well worth it in the end.
Maybe £10 because I think these were 130s. I don't know what highs were going for or whatever. But
About 10, 15 quid more, I think.
yeah,
those
so I remember the exact amount. It was £140 delivered.
were. Wow.
And I told the guy that I bought it off, don't send it to me, please, because I need it to be sent somewhere else. Because if it got to me
It will. You take
and
too
send
long.
it to that person,
Yeah.
I would have missed out the opportunity to get these.
So
signed.
you've got the Oskies, signed by Oski himself.
Yeah, and there was my pair,
Yeah.
Greg's pair, and a guy called Woodsy Wes. Top guys. So Greg got all our pairs signed by him.
Wow.
It's on his Instagram. And just how I got them, got them sent, got them
I
signed.
mean, it's a
He
whole,
sent
it's a
back-
wild story. I'm shout out to the seller for just sending it to the other place because people are very reluctant to do that, you know.
Yeah, fair play to. Because then when he found out where I'm sending them to, he asked me, "Are you getting them signed or something?"
Oh, you thought you knew that already?
Because I think it was sort of a sneakerhead. But
Okay.
he's like, "Why are you sending it there for?" Because
Yeah.
it's a very strange place to send it to.
No way.
So that's where I sent it. And the funny thing was, it's like Greg repaid me the favor in a sense where he thought, "You've got a shoe signed for me, I'm gonna get one for you." Because when Paul Rodriguez came through,
I was going to mention, what did you get signed by him then in the end?
so it wasn't a Dunk, it was one of Paul Rodriguez's shoes that he had before.
Okay.
So
Is it a Nike shoe or just his own
it
thing?
was a Nike shoe.
Okay.
So Greg sent me them from Scotland to mine.
No way.
Yeah, and the next day they came through. I took them with me to London.
Yes.
Got his pair signed. I
Okay.
didn't have a pair to sign, but I bought a board or something which is stuck in the attic somewhere.
Oh, yeah, a skate deck.
Yes,
And you got it signed as
I
well.
got that signed.
Okay.
Um,
That's pretty sick because obviously I wasn't prepared either because I just found out whilst I was in London that Oski was Paul Rodriguez was there, and I was thinking to myself, what shall I sign? What, I don't have anything on me.
yeah, I remember you got your
So
crazy
I just looked down. I was like, I'm wearing the ambush dunk highs, the blue hyper royal maybe.
Yeah.
The blue and white, the ambush dunk highs. I'm like, I couldn't care less what shoe I've got. P-Rod's here, sign it. I met him, spoke to him, he signed it. Primitive Skate Team, the whole lot were there.
Yeah.
Miles Silvers were there. Next thing you know, there's like 7 or 8 signatures around the shoe. I got every single one of them to just one of the shoes.
Yeah.
Sign it all up, and I do regret it a bit because now I'm so scared to wear them.
Really?
I used to love wearing those shoes.
You did as well.
I wore that. I mean, I still got them, but I just don't wear them enough now because
Of the
they're sick. The sign. I love it, but the ambush dunk is a really nice shoe in general. Quality's good, and then when you get a signature it feels priceless at times.
Sentimental, this shoe now for me.
Exactly.
Not just the shoe itself, but it's got a signed signature by one of the professional skaters, but because of my friend, how he got it done for me.
Yeah, the whole whirlwind.
Yeah, it's just, and this happened in a space of like 4 or 5 days. Like, saw the post that is coming through. I'm like, oh man, let's find a shoe. It happened, got it.
No,
sent
that's
it
really
to
good.
him,
I mean,
here we
and
are.
the butterfly effect is like crazy because, believe it or not, Paul Rodriguez is the reason why me and you are recording and speaking today because
Definitely.
I wouldn't have gone there, you wouldn't have gone there, we wouldn't have met that
Right,
first
yeah,
time.
yeah, yeah.
Nothing.
I saw your videos on Instagram because you do a lot of reeling and stuff.
I do a lot,
Um,
bit too much.
but to see someone in person, it's
Yeah.
a whole different vibe altogether. So
No, well, I'm glad you approached me, man. I'm glad you said something.
I'm glad that then the queue went quick because
We were just
matter of chatting away and
It was a big queue, wasn't it?
yeah, it was.
It was a warm day.
Route 1 smashed that as well, that event.
Yeah, shout out to Route 1, they do some good stuff. To be fair, if I want to shout out 2 skate stores, it's Route 1 and it's Flat Spot.
Yeah.
I like Flat Spot a lot. They've blessed me the most out of any skate store I can think of. I like their stickers, I like their campaigns, I like the work that they do on Instagram. I do wish they did more inclusive like activity kind of stuff for the community. But it's easy. I know you're a skate guy, it's park and you're limited where you are, but I mean, get me involved, man. Sort me out. But other than that, Route 1 is Flat Spot. Shout out to both of them.
I think every skate shop's got their own way of doing things.
You have your own community, don't you? Yeah. But I just get FOMO because where I'm based, I'm just far from Route 1 and far from Flat Spot. We're both far from London, which is like the hub for sneaker hype and Cortez drops and sneakers live location and Offspring, and But we
Plus
put the
this
work in.
skate shop here is 42. Unfortunately, they're going to be closing down soon. So
No way.
it's tough out there, man.
No way.
There's a few skate shops in America that are closing down.
Mm.
So it's a bit peak at the moment, but
Well,
it's a survival game at the moment. So we've got to try to support your locals. There's no doubt about that. Cause
yeah.
yeah,
I mean, if I had a local, I would support it definitely.
no
But
doubt.
I mean, maybe the pressure's on to open my own thing. Or
It's hard, man. It's
I
easy
bet.
said than done.
I bet it's hard. Man.
It's
I
easy
bet.
said than done.
And then,
To even get accounts with Nike SB is one hard thing.
exactly. Yeah.
We've seen so many skate shops get their account closed because of backdooring.
Don't get me started on backdooring because we were talking about Marcus Jordan before. That little weasel. What I ain't talking about. I ain't getting into it. But on the concept of L's, and I'm talking about failures, what's the biggest sneaker L you've taken? Not the biggest in terms of resale. I want the one that hurt you the most, that you wish you got for retail. Maybe you picked it up later. I don't know. Maybe you haven't picked it up yet. What's the one you're like, oh my gosh, that haunts me to this day? Because I know a friend who didn't check his junk and had an Offspring email, like a successful one. I can't remember the shoe, and he missed out on that shoe. And I know people that have slept through EA exclusive access, and it haunts them. What about you? To be honest, about EA, I missed out on the triple white Patters Air Max ones. I had EA for it. Didn't even realise.
It's a tough question. Like I said, man, I've got goldfish memory, but
Off the top
there's
of
a
your head.
couple of pairs that I've got in my list of wanting to buy shoes that I never had the opportunity to go for when they first released.
Or maybe there were shoes before, like that release before you even were in the game. You know what I mean?
One of them is the OG Yamamania 3s.
I can agree because I can share that.
You love that pair as well. I know.
I used to say when it just around the time it dropped was that's one of the greatest threes of all time.
No doubt. That's
And I got so much hate comment for it because it's saying recency bias, culture vulture, riding the bandwagon. But the way they've aged now, I'm just gonna say yeah, I called
It's
it.
the best of the whole collection.
Yeah,
Even
I can
to
agree
this
with
day,
that.
like,
That's the
whatever.
best Armanier Jordan. In fact, it's the best Armanier Nike sneaker. I can agree with that.
Yeah, no doubt.
And not winning them just makes it even worse.
I don't think I even had the opportunity to enter because it was just after I joined into the sneaker. I don't know what year they actually.
I think I entered on Armanier and I think I entered on sneakers. I don't think there was much else you could do about them really. Maybe a few raffle sides.
I don't know,
But they were interesting because they had the suede where the elephant print is, but just plain suede. So they mixed it up there. They did a few funky things.
I've seen that pair, Crepes when I went to his place. He showed me that, and that's when I fell in love with it. Because when you see a shoe in hand,
Yeah.
it's just
Good
changed.
material, wearable, muted like neutral colours.
I think they've overdone it now with the same colour.
Yeah, I'm getting fatigued. They're really saturating. And then I don't know what they were doing with the Air Max 95 personally. I couldn't get on the vibe.
Yeah.
I wish they used suede panels and layers. They did this synthetic leather, or maybe it was real leather, but it just looked really synthetic, and it felt a bit tacky to me. But they've done a few shoes now, and
Can I just say something? 95s are dead.
I don't think you can say that, mate. I think you're wrong.
Nah, it's a dead
I
silhouette.
think I disagree. I
Dead.
think
All of them, Cortez,
I've got it written.
Bubbles, the Mandarins, these Nike SBs are coming out.
What does this guy know, man?
The-
What does the guy want? British sneaker heritage, man. 95s, 90s, ones.
Are they're from Liverpool or London? I don't know.
They're just from the ends, man. 110s or 95, whatever. They're just embedded. Like when you see next man, boss man, step out the Q7, it's 95s. When you're just chilling about with the boys, it was 95s and maybe ones. And
The funny thing is, I went to the barbers this morning and the guy before me, he had the 95s on. I'm like, it was all grey colour one as well.
Okay.
So I was like, oh, that's clean, but it's a
I don't
95s,
know,
it's
man.
dead.
I think maybe back in the day, maybe.
Is that a hot take? I don't know. It's a dead.
I think it is a hot take.
If you own them, safe. You get me? You do you. You like the shoe, fair play.
No, that's not enough for me.
I don't like that shoe.
I'll tell you, just before you came on the scene during COVID,
Yeah.
nobody was wearing Jordans and Dunks here. Like, in terms of actual sneakerheads.
What were they wearing? Yeezys.
So you had some Yeezys. You had Rosha runs.
Yeah.
Are you aware of them?
Yeah.
You had different types of Adidas Superstar models and whatever.
Yeah.
Then you had Air Max 1s. and Air Max 90s and Adidas PTs.
Air Max 90s are dead as well.
This guy, bro. I can't stand this guy right now.
That's a dead shoe.
Are you crazy?
Dead model.
Are you
90s.
crazy? Virgil did amazing work with that Desert Okra or something.
No, don't get that pair. What I love about Virgil, he made a shoe. He elevated a shoe that was dead.
Maybe you didn't like the silhouette, but you liked that specific one.
I'm still a bit like, okay, you know what? I like the color. Maybe the color, the swoosh on it.
Air Max 90s are my favourite Air Max silhouette one. They look so
Are
good.
they now?
They are. I've always said this as well. I've backed myself.
What do you think of the patterns that are coming out?
I think that they're nice. And I think I will probably end up getting a pair depending on the colours.
Just because it's stuck a pattern, a very fancy swoosh color.
Well, they did make the mudguard wavy. The toe box wavy. So like they did with the Air Max 1s. But I do feel like that's a bit lazy because they've done that with the Air Max 1 already. So they're sort of using the hype and success of their creativity there.
Pattern waves.
Yeah, just adding it on. So I think they've been a bit lazy, not gonna lie, a little bit.
Maybe.
But they still look good. And I'm desperate for an Air Max 90 collab because if you don't get the collab, then you gotta get the cheap material general release ones, which I don't really want.
Yeah.
So I think Patcha will add some actual material, like quality material, and I think they're gonna look good. And I think I will be buying them. And I'm just happy to get an Air Max 90 and hopefully it gets the ball rolling for other collabs.
Like
we've seen with
to diverse my collection, but if you can't get behind the silhouette, you just can't get.
Yeah,
behind
no, I understand that. For me, I'm when I think of these shoes, I think about like when I was younger, what I saw. So there's some resonation there. But if you got no affinity, no connection, like we have with New Balance, like we don't really. Some people will, but we just don't.
Now, don't get me wrong. There's an OG guy from America called Polo and Jay's. Yeah.
Okay.
He loves his Air Max 90s, Air Max 1s, but you know, if you love the silhouette and you're behind the passion, then go for it. You know, I'm happy for you.
Okay.
But for me, dead things.
Oh dear. No, fair enough. Fair enough. I mean that is it's subjective, isn't it?
Yeah, it's absolutely.
It's sneakers.
Don't hate on me, guys.
It's
Don't hate
shoes
on
at
me.
the end of the day.
Don't
You
hate
don't have to
on me.
melt over it. You don't have to fight over it.
I say with love.
But then I just wanted to mention real quick for you, to you, what do you think is missing like in sneaker culture? It's a bit of a loaded question and it's a tough question.
What is missing?
Like what, or are you happy with it? Do you think being a sneakerhead in the sneaker world and the environment?
I feel like what's missing is genuinism, if that's a word.
Authenticity?
Authenticity.
Is that alright?
Yeah.
Is that the word you're looking for?
Maybe because a lot of the things that we see on the internet, a lot of it is behind hype, FOMO.
I mean, internet in general is a really fake place.
That person's got it, I need it.
Mm.
Or I've seen that person wear it and I have to have it.
Definitely.
Just do you. That's my thing. Just be you. Don't let someone think, or don't feel pressured where you feel like, you know what, I have to get it because, you know, that person.
Because that's what's trending online.
That's what's trending.
That's what's pressuring me to buy it, yeah.
Or that person's going to say I didn't get them all. Or
yeah, well, that's exactly why I wanted to do this kind of show, to find people like you and other people I've got set up. And by the way, anyone who's interested that would like me to pop over and shoot the show with, hit me up, because I mean we need more people like you. We need real, relatable human beings, not these people that have been put on a pedestal that don't share our struggles, that don't share our stories. You know what I mean? I want to speak to people like Z, like whoever I've got lined up coming up soon. And if you're watching, hit me up and hopefully I can have more authentic, like you mentioned, conversations. I cut you off there, sorry, what were you going to say?
I've got a bunch of names I can send you, bro. There's some real good people in the community that I would love to hear their story as well.
Yeah,
watch
and I'd
them
love to
as
ask
well.
them.
So,
well, I'll definitely get on that. That is some homework for me to chase up.
if you want to be on here, just shout me. I'll tell him, and then he'll get in touch. And
That sounds good. Yeah, I mean maybe I'm travelling up north or down south, but where I'm located, Stoke, is pretty central, so it's okay. I mean I drove an hour and 10 minutes to you today. Not bad at all.
light work.
But I mean we're comfortable. It's not like I've not been here before.
Yeah.
This is one of many. And
Anytime, bro. Anytime.
no, it's been good. And then so you think authenticity is missing within the sneaker world?
Yeah, it's just a lot of people, you know, it's like copying and pasting and
Yeah. Okay, I get it. Yeah.
just like
It's all too familiar.
At the moment,
It's all too
I
similar.
feel like I don't want to buy a shoe because everyone's got it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Lacks originality, maybe. Some
Yeah,
stuff.
and you know.
But I think the sneaker world's done well. I mean, you I know you're not interested in New Balance or Asics or Salomon.
Yeah, but
or-
that's a lot of people jumped on the New Balance hype because it was a hype thing.
Yeah. But I mean, at least I can appreciate that we're branching out. It's not just Nike and Adidas.
I'm just a Nike fanboy.
Yeah, it used to just be Jordan and Yeezy.
Can I just say
For a
Three
long
Stripes
time.
is dead as well? Adidas. Ugh.
This guy is.
I don't wear
insane.
anything Adidas. Tell a lie. There's one pair that is coming out. It's not SB. Sorry, it's a skateboard by Tyshawn.
Tyshawn, as in Supreme's Tyshawn.
I have no idea.
Because
No.
there's some spicy business with
There's-
Tyshawn trying to sue Supreme actually.
There's a Tyshawn guy. No, I don't think it's that guy. It's
Oh.
a skateboarder, and he's got a shoe come out with Adidas. And
Okay. Looks good.
I like it. I was quite like, sorry guys, I actually like it, but I don't think I'll cop because it's Adidas. I just don't. F
What
with Adidas.
kind of thing to say is that? It doesn't make sense. man.
No, but Adidas is dry, bro.
That's the problem. I think during like 2020 COVID time, they were just relying on Yeezy to just push them for a long time. And they might have dropped the ball a bit with their creativity and their community presence.
Tell a lie. There's one pair that I really love, and I'm this close
See
to
that now.
copping.
See that now. It's all coming out.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, but
I'm being
You
true.
can't disrespect Adidas. I don't care what you say, mate.
Only because of the color. I've got a thing for red and maroons. As you can tell
Okay.
by the Paris is my favorite color.
Yes.
It was a collaboration with West New York City.
Okay.
It's on an SL72 or something. I don't know.
I can't even think
But
of
Mr. Zen's got it, and
they're
you know
nice.
what? They're beautiful, and I just like, you know what? They
Alright.
still have got my size in stock, so I'm just waiting for the right time. If it's still there for me, it might be my first Adidas, but it's just because I don't mess with Three Stripes in it.
Well, I think they've been a bit lazy and they lost their traction temporarily. But I mean, from before I mentioned the PTs and whatever before, like they and superstars, and they've cemented themselves within the sneaker legacy. So and NMDs, I have some NMDs and human races with Pharrell Williams. Look, the more you think about it, they smashed it. They smashed it. Trust me, and they'll be back, and you'll be loving them soon. I think
so.
They just have to wait for that right creator or visionary to work with them. I think Mr. Yee is a bit of a difficult person to work with at the moment. That's how they had to cut ties, didn't they? So that really messed them up.
He was a real one though. He's a real guy. They messed up.
I mean, Yeezy's a $1 billion industry
They
just
messed
for
up
the shoe as
though.
well.
They messed up leaving it because like, who's there right now?
No, you're right. I mean, they had Bad Bunny and a few other things, but they don't have the same effect. They don't have the same effect that Yeezy had on the sneaker world, which is a shame because then I don't know what the next thing will be with Adidas. And
I was wearing Ye's t-shirt that he put up. I had it on before I went for the barbers.
which one?
It was in Russian. You may have seen it drop on his website.
Okay.
At the cop.
Do you even know what it says?
Yeah, Google. What's it? The Google camera tells you when you translate.
So what did it say?
I already knew what it said when he bought it because it tells you what it says in it.
What does it say?
I don't think YouTube would accept me to say.
Wait, what? Okay, how are you gonna venture into this anymore then?
It's a 4-letter F word, and then it says
of course.
Adidas in Russian is
Really?
Yes,
This
so-
guy, he's such a troll, isn't he? He's such a menace.
So-
He's an absolute
yeah,
menace.
he smashed it. Yeah, he smashed it. And
Okay.
Imagine people who were buying his bin bag jackets. Remember them?
The Gap Club.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, they
That
were
was
funky.
crazy.
I mean, I bought the sock Yeezy.
Yeah.
It's just a sock, and it had like some padding at the bottom.
Oh yeah, that
And-
very thin.
Yeah.
pair.
I mean,
You were walking in those, didn't you?
I tried to do a hike for content.
You
Well, I did
you
do a hike.
yeah.
A very painful one.
That was
I just want-
crazy.
just want to wear test them.
That was crazy.
They're alright. They're only 20 quid.
Yeah, yeah.
Excluding shipping. So I think, for that kind of thing, it's alright. But nothing special. Really.
No.
Nothing to brag about.
Pods.
Pods, that's
Yeah.
the one, yes, easy pods. Who in the community do you think deserves a bit more like recognition, a bit more love?
That is a tough question. Honestly, I can't.
I mean, obviously there's a lot of creators out there. There's a lot of brands out there. There are people or individuals or companies that that other people might not know, that you feel like people are sleeping on them. Who are we shouting out on the camera?
I'm just shouting out everyone I chat to on a daily basis. Everyone that
That's lazy. I don't want your lazy answer.
who supports me.
I'm not letting you
I
get
rate
away
you
with
guys.
that. I'm not
I have
letting
love
you
for
get
you
away
guys.
with that. No.
And you know, I'm sorry
give
to
me a real
anyone that
answer.
I've offended.
You've offended everyone with
with
this
my
answer.
opinions anyway.
I want a real answer. I don't want a vague. I don't. You're not jumping over this question. Who are they sleeping on, man? What company? I think Dime are sick. But I don't know if they slept on. Dime are a really cool company. I love Dime.
Who's dying?
They're a streetwear brand.
Okay.
This is just me answering my own
I
question.
thought it was the chocolate bar you're talking about.
Do they sell them anymore?
Dime
Yeah.
chocolate, the classic. Come on.
Yeah, but do they sell them anymore?
At the airports, maybe. I
Right.
find them at the
You're a bit
airports.
older than me, mate. I never enjoyed Dime the same way. I think the Schutz as a streetwear brand, but I think they're on the up now as well. So I need to stop answering. Give me your answer, mate.
I don't know, man.
No one deserves love and recognition. He's saying.
No, not even.
Everybody is adequately where they're at. Is what he's basically saying.
I'm not too major into streetwear like that.
I'm just mentioning streetwear myself. I'm
Yeah.
on about you as like
Like,
shoes, maybe individual. A shoe. Well, we mentioned a shoe already. I won't go to shoe, but
you know what? I don't know the names of the company, but I rate these guys that are coming out with their own shoes. Not big name, not Nike, not Adidas.
okay. Well, an example I know is like No Two Ways,
Example them.
Calyx, and Gang.
Yeah, so like I respect what they do.
I think they do
And
really
you know
cool
what?
stuff.
Fair play to them. That
Yeah,
it's a hard market to come into for one,
I agree.
and you know so.
You
respect
know what?
to
You
them.
know what? The silhouettes they do are nice. They're comfortable. The quality on them is good. The marketing is really good. I even got my dad a pair for work.
Yeah,
Yeah, I got my dad a pair.
come on then. Pops
And
is very
the
nice.
shoebox is good. I've got no problems. In fact, I have a lot of respect for these guys because Nike approached one of them. It might have been Calyx directly
Yeah.
to work with them,
Mm.
and he refused them. He goes, No Two Ways is its own brand, its own thing.
Go on, lad.
Maybe they were trying to take him out of the market. Maybe this one was a threat. He stuck to his principles, and they're still going. And I get their emails almost every day.
Wishing you best success, brother,
No Two Ways is a smash
and,
one.
and to your whole crew and that. Come on.
Definitely, no. I got a lot of love and a lot of time for No Two Ways because they do good stuff. You know what I mean? They do quality stuff, and
I seen another guy do a small review on them. I was like, you know what? They don't look like a bad shoe. You know, like
they're
you
not.
just look at it.
I've had about 3 shoes now from No Two Ways of all together. I mean, they've dropped a lot over the last
I
few
dropped
years.
them over Adidas. Just saying.
Stop sneak this in Adidas, man. I just wanted to ask real quick, if there's one thing the viewers, the people, the audience could take away from your collection,
Yeah,
what would it be?
it's very high beast.
I don't think so, really.
It is,
Because you've
man.
got, how many GRs have you got upstairs?
I've got half and half, I would say.
So how can you say you're a hype beast? I don't think you're a hype beast. And hype beast isn't a bad term, by the way. I just don't think it's a correct term.
As I feel like what I show on my Instagram is a lot of it's hype beast. I don't always post my GR stuff. I do it on my story and stuff.
Maybe,
But
yeah.
the people that have been following me for a minute know, okay, some of my collection is very GR as well. I've got very hype, but I want to wear my hype stuff. Like obviously, I haven't worn these yet. Is it summer now? Not yet. It's summer. I haven't worn them yet. I'm just like, I always wait for like a special occasion.
Let's get it out at least. Let's have a look. They don't know what you're on about, some of them. Oh, sorry.
So
The Pata Air Max 1 20th anniversary with that.
I didn't get these
photo.
socks, but I got gifted them by one of my friends called the Family Kicks. Appreciate you, bro. Love for that.
Let me
Thank
have a
you.
look at them. The Pata proper.
Yeah, they dropped at the same time as these shoes.
No way.
I didn't have them, so
Well, I mean, this is a 20th and the 2004 original release, and again before my time. People probably love this, and it grew over the years, become a mythical unicorn type sneaker. And they come back, and you've got a pair. And I mean, I had them in hand before as well. They are lovely shoes.
believe it or not, I've become an Air Max guy recent times.
Oh yeah.
And that's why I'm kind of dying off the dunks.
Oh yeah.
If I'm honest with you, I've been following a few more Air Max guys as well.
There's a circulation. Look,
Yeah,
he hated on him first. He grew into him. He'll appreciate the 95s and 90s soon. It'll happen.
Dying
He'll appreciate the Adidas shoes soon. It'll happen.
Dying gonna happen.
It's just an evolution. Let
No.
him get to it.
If you see me in a pair of Adidas,
I will. I know I will.
unlikely.
I know I will, man. Trust me. It's a cyclical thing. Like that.
Judgment Day will come before that day.
But yeah, this is a banging shoe. These are a great shoe.
Now I'm looking forward to wearing these, and
Yeah.
I should because this is a pair of shoes. But
Yeah.
one thing I want to say is open the vault.
I was just about to mention, what is your
Open them.
thoughts on this whole bringing back these shoes like Wu-Tangs, like these chlorophylls?
There's one guy on the internet I was arguing with, or he didn't like that fact, and there's a few people that speak or think the same as me.
Yeah.
This is crying about.
Well, what do you think first?
I'm loving it.
You like the concept of them bringing
I'm
back
old
shoes?
enough to have been collecting for 20 plus years, but I was living in a cave or something.
You missed a lot of the shoes.
I've missed 15, 20 years of great stuff, great releases, and I wish if I was a sneaker then, and you know, with the family business, I don't think it would have been an issue at the time to get shoes in that respect. You get me? But
so from your perspective, because you missed out because you weren't in the game, it's nice for you to have an opportunity to buy them again without spending thousands of pounds.
Without spending £1,000, without shoes being crumbling.
Yeah.
You know, things that are not wearable anymore.
Like Wu-Tangs and these, and the Undefeated 4s are coming out soon.
Undefeated 4s are underrated, but I like them.
Underrated or overrated?
Sorry, overrated. Overrated.
They're not overrated, man. Undefeated is such a iconic.
No, it's iconic. I respect it, and the reason why it's iconic is because how rare it was to get, for one.
Yeah, of course. In terms of the vaults and
I
going
want
back
them
to
to
time.
open it. If I can go for some other shoes, I want a little like
Well-
this Soul's 2.0. I don't mind if it's not 1.1.
Yeah.
Even if it's changes, different materials.
Yeah.
If I get something similar to it,
Well, I haven't got a question, but I'll pose a question to
go
you.
for it.
We'll exclude the Paris SB because you mentioned that. But what's one shoe you'd like them to reopen the vault on? Something that you missed, something that you've seen that you've always wanted. I'm going to exclude the Paris because we mentioned that already. But give me something else, man. What are you just throwing your money at?
It's an Air Max,
Ooh,
and
That's
it
nice.
is the Amsterdam pair.
what colourway was that?
Para? No, Para.
Yeah.
Amsterdam's.
What colourway was it?
It's like a burgundy with the speckles.
Oh
on
yeah.
it.
A speckle on the midsole.
Yeah.
That's a nice shoe. I don't know how long it's been.
That shoe
It must be over a
is
decade.
my favourite Air Max one. There's no doubt. And then that's a penny as well.
That's the kind of shoe that I can see him retroing or
I hope so.
bringing out the vault.
If they did this to this shoe,
Exactly.
I'm hoping they can do it. But
I think I would might maybe keep that pair myself as well. Actually, that's a good shout.
I don't know how the OGs who have them in collection, like a lot of people who had this pair, the OG one, they started reselling it
Yeah.
or selling it off, should I say, before this one dropped, thinking that they're going to lose more money.
Yeah.
And it did, but they're still holding its certain value. I don't look at that in that respect. I'm just happy.
I mean, it's still a different shoe at the end of the day. It's not the OG, is it?
No,
So-
but it's very close to it. It's a color. The color's the same.
It's a commemoration. It's an anniversary sneaker.
Yeah,
It's still good. It's still really good.
I rate Pata though.
I
They're
like Pata a
massive.
lot. Yeah.
I rate what they do.
Yeah. Amsterdam on the map, man. Shout out to Pata because they've done a lot of good stuff. They've done Nike, mainly with Nike, I guess, but
Yeah.
like their waves and the work they've done with the Air Max 1s and even their
The
clothing
only thing I
line.
didn't like about it is cancelling people's orders. They upset a few of my friends.
Did they? What was the reason? They messed up.
Cancelled it, yeah.
They probably, I mean, they get busy. I've seen some of the lines and videos.
Oversold it.
Yeah, and I've seen some videos online where the queue just goes on and on and on and on. So it is a big thing. They are no joke, and they are embedded within sneaker culture and sneaker history. So whether you hate your Air Max 90s and your Air Max 1s and
I
whatever.
like Air Max ones.
Oh, sorry, you like Air Max 1s.
Air Max 90s, 95s,
I don't know if people have.
TNs.
You like TN? Oh, this guy. The Air Max Plus, the Air Max TN. What a sneaker. Wow. But I ain't got all day for this show, mate. I could, you know what, maybe I overappreciate every shoe. But,
But
yeah.
for what I have today, I'm thankful and grateful for what I have. And if I had to stop sneakers today, I would. I'd be happy with what I've got. I've got more than what I have.
You've got a solid collection. You've got a great bunch of stuff.
If I could get the Paris dunks, yeah, that would be amazing.
Someone gift him £60,000, please.
Yeah,
And let him get his shoe.
that'd be amazing. Someone's watching out there. Shout at me, man.
That would be amazing, yeah. But I mean, what can you do? You miss
No,
some.
I'm happy, man.
You're still grateful.
I look at
So-
the pictures and I still appreciate them. Like,
Yeah.
you know what, that's a shoe, man.
It is.
That's a shoe. And in the community, I've met some amazing people.
Yeah.
I talk to a lot of good people, and yeah, I rate them all, man. They all got their own way of doing shit, but I just don't like copy and paste, you know.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
just be original, just be yourself. If you like what you like, don't like what the internet likes.
I can agree. I can agree with that.
Just be you, and don't let FOMO don't let FOMO get the better of you, because that is
A slippery slope.
FOMO's dead. FOMO's overrated. Just don't let FOMO do you. And
Easier
don't
said
let
than
hype
done,
you.
yeah.
No, it's easy done. It's just all in your head, man. Just tell him you're not gonna let FOMO get to you. End of conversation. Because what it is, always a new shoe gonna come.
Yes, there is.
Every day there's a new shoe coming.
There's
Every day a new
rumour,
hype
a
coming.
new release. Yeah, we love what we do. We love what we collect, but it shouldn't really be a point where we're choosing our livelihood in terms of financial reasons or whatever over the shoe.
To get a shoe.
We should still be sensible, and that's where maybe the community can get together and maybe help each other out with
Assisting each other, yeah.
retail assists and whatever.
Yeah. I'm always
They do
about
that anyway. I think
Yeah,
in
there's a
general.
good bunch of people have
Mm.
helped me, I've helped them. which
Exactly.
is-
Yeah.
And you know what? I find that W better than my own W, helping
And
someone
I
else
agree.
win a
I
pair.
agree. That's-
It's quite rare it hits on sneakers, but you know, from likes of some skate shops I've won, I rate it. It's
you
only
can bless someone else and
Yeah,
you can
man.
share the dub with them.
no, so I'm happy, and sometimes like I don't even tell anyone that I got it for you because it's just like safe. You get me? It's just between you and me.
No, I agree. I appreciate that. And actually, I think that's a perfect place to wrap up. Before I wrap up, I think just give your socials, let them know where to find you.
I'm only on one place, Instagram. I spend a lot of time there.
What's your at?
And the at is Zunaid _786
Oh yeah.
ZUNAID _786.
Okay.
If you wanna come see, say hello. If you don't, that's not an issue at all. But it's all good. But thank you, Restock.
No worries. Yeah. Well, this has been Restock Reeler on the Highlight Reeler, and I'm hoping you guys can keep it real.
Peace out, man.